Excuse me, where are you taking that bottle? Unhand that bottle. If you do not, I will... Somehow, someway, we've reached the final game of my pre-show. You're right, those two boys have once again disrespected the birds and cut my time short. I may be silenced, but the vibe doesn't have to be. So I invite you, switch it up and swap it out.
Don't worry, Habibi. I got this.
Not if I got it first.
Spirits? How did they get in here? We're within the city barrier.
I'm watching a stream. Oh wait, I'm watching the 616 showcase. That's why it sounds like an audio ad, because it is. Okay, but also, I didn't realize there was so much pre-show. So let's pre-show. See if there's any games that we missed. One of the gnomes on Twitch.
Indie lovers rejoice. 'Tis I, your favorite avian crush.
Oh, that's not even a...
Drink me in,
just a skeleton.
I've lined up 5 spectacular indies fresh
That they put in a bar.
Ah, yes. Bad habits. 2 of my personal favorites, Ed Sheeran and crime. It would take one very big con to afford that ginger gentleman's licensing fees. Thankfully,
I haven't thought of
we have
Ed
some
Sheeran
friends
in
to
a
help out.
long time. Have I seen this? This feels like it. There's a few of these indie showcases where there's like some games that show up like a ton of times. Like they just keep saying, "Hey, our game's out. Hey, our game's coming. Oh, our game's out. Our game has a DLC." Oh, I didn't miss hardly any pre-show then, because this is where I tuned in. This one I saw on Reddit. So you have to flap constantly. Which seems interesting, but also... Wellkeeper. I'll put it on a list,
The mice
though.
in Mandami's New York are quite magnificent, aren't they? They remind me of a place of the edge of dreams. One filled with Lovecraftian megastructures, wondrous tunes, and a sweet haze.
Okay,
Offering
this is
that,
where I
I
should
believe
throw
it's gonna
this
call
on a
it
different
St.
tab
Mark's.
here. Okay, so I didn't really miss the pre-show much, but we can catch up on the pre-show here. Oh, there was a pack. Oh no. Oopsie whoopsie daisies. That's okay. This looks very pretty. Okay, I was only half paying attention because I was setting up the stream at this point. Yeah, okay, and it should be pretty loud, but my voice should still be louder, hopefully. Do you actually need to run everywhere? Hypnos the Maze Chronicles. That's one that'll look up because I don't entirely understand what that was off of that. I didn't spell that right, but that's okay. Just a trailer? Or the Steam community page? Where's the store page? I don't know why it does this sometimes, where it's like, no, the...
Excuse me, where are you taking that bottle? Unhand that bottle. If you do not, I will... Somehow, someway, we've reached the final game of my pre-show.
Okay, first-person adventure and exploration game.
Cut my time short. I may be
Oh, was that a
silenced, but the vibe
demo
doesn't have to
that they
be.
were
So I
showcasing
invite
there or
you,
something?
Switch it up and swap it out.
Also, I was gonna work on stuff, and then I realized that the showcase was happening. Spirit Swap. This is another one of those ones that was showcased for years. And I felt like it was coming out for years, and now it is finally out. How well did this do, though? Because I know there was a recent success in the Match 3 puzzle genre on Steam. So, I don't know. And they clearly put a lot of polish into this. Okay, 200. So it sold okay. Well, I guess no, it's 1,000 is supposed to be okay, or so. Or I think that's what Chris Z says is like real Steam or whatnot.
Appalachian cousins.
This is an interesting art style. Okay, now I can slow it down now that it's not the pre-show that I already saw. Wait a second, is this Blue Ridge? Yeah, this is one that I saw at a showcase like quite a while ago. Blue Ridge Hunting? Something like that. Yeah, where you go hunting down cryptids, which I think is just a fantastic idea. It's Blue Ridge something. It is Blue Ridge Hunting. I did have it right. Okay, that's so cool that I saw this like years ago at a showcase. This makes me feel a little better about...
Meadows, and I'm the developer of Blue Ridge Hunting, the first game being published by 6-1 Publishing. Blue Ridge Hunting is a co-op cryptid hunting horror game set in the beautiful...
But yeah, this makes me feel a little better about my game, is that like... Okay, if there's stuff that I'm recognizing at showcases that is eventually getting put into like video showcases like this, maybe there's a chance that I actually get my thing finished.
Kickstarter campaign to help fund development, and we still have a few days left. You can support Blue Ridge Hunting early and get exclusive rewards by visiting blueridgehunting.com/Kickstarter. Thanks so much, and without further ado, let the 2026 6-1 showcase begin.
Do I want closed captioning? I think I'm good for now, but... I guess I could pause this while the ads are running. No, again, I think there's very few people who are watching that actually get hit with ads.
Thank you, Jade, and hello everyone. Welcome to the 6-1 Indie Showcase 2026.
Didn't they say what's his face was leaving?
Showcase season. Coming at you from Wonderville in Brooklyn, New York. My name is Mike Towndra.
And I'm Kyle Stevenson. We're still
I thought one of them was leaving.
A fresh new look at the cryptids lurking in the Appalachians. Blue Ridge Hunting is coming very soon.
You're watching our only proper showcase of the year, so we've finally done the thing. Including those 5 amazing pre-show indies and Jade's Cryptid Sandbox, we've got 61 games to tell you about.
You're leaving?
World premieres, even more
So yeah,
dropping today,
have a good time.
alums, and so much more from across the indie scene.
I will be working on stuff after the showcase, but I figured I'd watch the showcase
just yet. There's a lot to keep track of,
real
so
quick.
as soon as the credits roll, head over to the 6-1 Showcase Steam event. You'll find plenty of indies to wishlist, add to your library, test drive with demos, and discover. Plus, swing by our website for even more hands-on features with our devs.
All right, housekeeping complete. Our opening batch brings both style and substance with a splash of high-octane action. You might even recognize an old friend of ours.
Some of this is I do have some stuff that I... Reddit seems to give me a lot... Oh, Sacrifier. Again, I think what they were saying old friend. Because I feel like that's been around for a while. Is he gonna send it to this one? Again, I have to hit it twice. I have to share it to my computer twice. There it goes. Oh, this was a...
Heresy isn't a myth or a bedtime yarn. It's real. It's dangerous. It's what we fight against.
I did like the look of the game.
You have everything it takes to really help anti-Vector.
What do you want us to do?
Okay, wait, I thought that one was out. But I guess not. Okay, that is already on my wish list. I was like, memo demo is not... It's something with an M, right? Mo something? This is... No, this is something else entirely. There's a few games like this, though. Because I know there's one with a frog, too. Is it not on Steam? Why are you buzzing? I thought you left. feature.
Hi,
Like,
I'm Daniel from Team Verdant, a 3-person indie studio located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Just want to say thank you to the 6-1 Indie Showcase team for letting us take part today. We appreciate being here. As many of you know, making an indie game is not easy. There were moments where things broke, where progress has felt impossible, and when giving up
did I
probably would be the
see
easiest
the name of
solution.
that
Just
game
like the
wrong?
characters in our game, we keep going. Twins of Olus is an isometric action-adventure game where you control 2 connected heroes. Lions, a young native of the planet Uthra, and Creo, a ghost-like warrior from another reality. In our game, you'll combine their abilities to fight, explore, and uncover the truth behind a galactic invasion that has torn their world to pieces. At its heart, it's a story about resilience, teamwork, and the power of connection. We're incredibly proud to share it with you all today. This is Twins of
Sounds
Olus, and the demo is
incredibly
available on
narrative.
Steam right now.
I think there was like a narrative showcase not too long ago. Oh, my phone is buzzing, as you could hear it on my desk. I like the art style. Okay, I finally caught up with the, Yes. I thought it automatically switched back over to regular speed once you hit the thingamabob, but... Twins of Olus? It almost sounded like it was doing music or something.
It's a brand new project from a talented trio of developers. Swapping between its intertwined characters in real time looks like some adrenaline-fueled fun.
Do you know what I love as much as action-packed gameplay? Vibes. Vibes are a great cheat code when you can't think of a good transition to tee up scenic lands, forgotten tales, and a magical cafe.
Smooth. Nope.
Oh, it's not pixel art, it's just pixelated. Well, they're certainly not wrong about vibes. Oh, it's a part 1. Wait, what was that one? Again, that was vibes, but it's one of those, like, it's a little hard to read there. Wow, this feels very Nintendo. This feels very like N64. This has some short hike vibes too. The Wells blessing. Very first-person Animal Crossing? There we go. I was gonna say, I should have been caught up, right? What do? You run around picking flowers, I guess? There's a lot of these that are trying to sell on vibes. I'm like, what? I want the explanation. What do you actually do? Oh, I did see some... There was a Creature in the Well style game that had a roguelike version that I saw recently that I don't remember the name of exactly, but... Wow, they are going heavy on that, comic book style, Mobius style, or Okami? Yeah, the fact that every single chunk of color has a... I guess not every chunk of color, but most of the chunks of color have an outline on them. Anyway, you run a cafe by day, but it also looked like it had some combat to it as well. But then it's also a Survivors Alike at night. How many Survivors Alike do the... like, 2 parts of the... It definitely seems like there's an opportunity there to do, like, the Hades kind of narrative stuff with Survivors Alike. Which is looking like what this might be, to some degree.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Indigo Doyle, creative director for Roller Girl, a coming-of-age adventure game set in the early 2000s, where you play as a 16-year-old version of me named Naomi. She has her rollerblades and her MP3 player full of music. As you change the music in the game,
I haven't
you
done
change how the entire game is
rollerblading.
played, from the visuals
I did do
to the
roller
movement
skating
to the
not too long
dialogue
ago, but...
interactions. Your dialogue and music choices shape who Naomi becomes throughout the course of the game. As you skate around, you listen to music from real-life bands, talk to the locals and uncover a town mystery, and also fall into a bit of a teenage romance. So, check it out, and I'll catch you later.
No catch you on the flip side? Feel like a moment. Well, I don't know if that was a 2000s era thing. Could I do a game about my life in when I was a kid? I don't know that it would be all that interesting. I've never been a particularly interesting person. I guess I did go rollerblading around places, but that was just like a small chunk of my neighborhood, not delivering papers or anything.
Mike, if you had to pick a song that captures the soundtrack to your perfect summer as a teen, what would it be?
Dragula, the perfect roller skating song.
But you don't know how to roller skate.
They don't know that. Speaking of zombie, horror. We've said it before, but indie horror is just killing it. They're crushing it. I got distracted by the ping ball, but our first horror block of the show contains 4 bangers that each tackle fear in completely different ways.
Not a horror guy, so probably not gonna interest me all that much, but... Death Pong? Beer pong. Oh, okay. I was thinking ping pong. I was thinking not a beer pong. Okay. Still, what? I've only done like 1, maybe 2 horror games. Still never been my thing. Which sucks, because it's always been a popular genre. Wait, roguelike horror beer pong? If you're choosing different types of drinks and stuff. Man, what was the first game to do this kind of grimy, like you're in one spot kind of thing? That's a way to start a trailer with just some straight gameplay of what looks to be like a very 3D Survivors like. This is another one that I've seen on Reddit. This is why I follow the indie game Reddit, because I'm like, that is the place to be for the latest stuff. If I had any interest in Survivors Alikes. This does look visually impressive. Wow, if I liked this kind of thing, I'd be excited. Looks like a fairly basic platformer adventure game thing.
There are some things we take for granted, do we not? Things that we ought to better consider. Empathy, for example. It may seem a boon, but who understands empathy quite as much as the psychopath who will use it to manipulate? Conversely, repression. Perhaps there are things that need not come to light, lest their fruition amounts to something akin to abomination. Our game Abide is a work of first-person horror concerning our darkest whims, for there are none among us that lives without shadow. And we believe it's time
Is this
to
Kickstarter
stop
still going?
integrating that shadow. The Abide Steam page is live now. While we're here, we must talk, and we must listen.
There's this thing I do.
Wait, are these just like poorly scanned dolls? Just using photogrammetry
We have to look
on a
out for
doll?
each other. We ought
Because
to
that's a
be
really neat way to make that work.
ourselves.
Okay, no, it is clay figures that they scanned in. Which I guess is a doll. It's just a clay doll.
Night. Because of who we are,
But that's super cool.
and what we might do.
What kind of mother thinks like this?
Yeah, not really my kind of game.
We abide, we benefit.
You didn't seem to leave for very long there, did you?
Get better.
I couldn't tell if the leaving was just temporary or just was not interested in the showcase. You never left, now you're gonna leave? Just because I mentioned it, I shouldn't have said anything.
I need you all to go to Steam and pick up the Jack and Tala bundle. Abide is shaping up to be another stellar piece from these stop-motion masters.
Let's keep the conversation on visuals going a
Abide
bit further.
does look
with a
cool,
slight
but
shift
again,
towards a
it's
genre
just
that
not my
doesn't get
thing.
much showcase love. Here's our first ever visual novel block, starting with a sequel that puts the
Oh,
love in Lovecraftian.
also, I feel like I saw the trailer for this. I'm too on top of it. I've seen the trailers for these things before they get into a showcase. Again, also unfortunately not my thing. That's the one problem with these showcases is it tends to be a lot of like narrative heavy stuff rather than gameplay heavy stuff, which is the stuff that I'm a little more interested in. art style's super cool. Although I'm not fully paying attention to it. This does seem to be the way to do it, though, is have the showcase on one screen and then have the looking over the social medias on another screen. And they said a whole visual novel block, which is not my thing. How many novels, visual novels have I played? I know I played, whatchamacallit, because it was free and, shoot, it's published by Serenity Forge, and it is called, man, it was a free thing that, Doki Doki Literature Club, there we go. That's the game that the one of the visual novels that I actually played.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sean T, director of this game. 本作は98年から99年の東京を舞台にしたネオン90sサイコロファイ、ノベルアドベンチャーゲームです。あなたは過去の東京でミステリアスで不思議な少女レイナという少女と出会い、世界を滅ぼすための不思議な儀式に巻き込まれることになります。青を基調とした美しいアートや光と影の揺らめき、ローファイなビートがあなたを深い瞑想的なサイコトランス状態へ誘います。バイオレンスにホラー、フェチシズムにあふれたミステリーにあふれたこの美しい終わりをぜひ体験してください。ではトレーラーをどうぞ。
This was at PAX. Why do the video? Oh, I guess this is not a bad opportunity to do the interview thing at PAX. Thank you for the hydrate. I definitely need it. Oh, I did set down my phone. I guess you could hear the buzz buzz. That's a very blue game. Or a very blue scene, I guess. What have you done? Not bad. It's a little more obnoxious. Pull it down that away. Maybe we put that behind me. Okay, now I'm gonna actually hydrate. I'm actually gonna do the thing. And you extended it more, just to... Thanks.
We played 98 a few weeks ago at PAX East. It rocks. Add it to your wish list.
The way you made the cable wrapping allows you to wrap one cable around another cable. That does sound like a good way to do it. That sounds like it'll get complicated fast if you actually lean into that, but it sounds super cool. Oh, this is going for a very certain vibe that I dig. It's looking sort of roguelike? Or is this an RPG? This is looking like it's got a lot of stuff in it. Wow, I'm glad they put the text on there to say what this actually says, because I have a hard time reading that.
I'm associate producer at Gnome Games, and this is Black Jacket.
I was gonna say, I've seen this one too. Again, I've seen half of the games here.
With a narrative layer that unfolds as you play.
Did I put this one on? Okay, that was Morg something heretic.
Trying to earn your way out by collecting enough coins to bribe the ferryman. On that journey, you keep running into
Was it
others like
Morg?
you. Some you've never seen before, and some share a past with you.
Ah, it's you again. Don't worry.
What have I done?
I know you can make it out.
As you play cards,
That
you
was
aim
something
for
else
21
entirely.
without going over. That part doesn't change, but everything around it does. Rules bend, playing fair is discouraged, and cards have unique abilities. Every run starts with a set of suits, some familiar, some not so much. Each card suit changes how you build and evolve your deck. As you progress and collect more coins, you will add, remove, or upgrade cards, and find artifacts that redefine your strategy.
There seems to be a fair number of games that are doing this, like,
Timeless card game
play cards until you bust kind of roguelike that
where strategy and story
I
play
don't
out
find
one hand
super
at a time.
interesting.
Taking care of a baby is fun, and blocks provide the perfect stimulation for a
I've
growing
seen this as well. This one does look interesting.
But the prepared guardian knows that when trouble arises, you have to adapt.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that's hard to explain.
Just stack blocks and they'll clear away, just like that. And if some blocks refuse to clear, well, just put a little elbow grease into it. Whether you're getting your hands dirty or taking a more top-down approach, you'll get into the rhythm in no time. Even when you fail, and you will fail, every new day brings new rewards when raising a little one. New memories, new motor skills, new power-ups, new abilities that trigger with each line clear, new thingamajigs, new blocks, new ways to change the blocks. Who knows?
Look out, Daddy-O. This is Baby Bitterbug toy.
Growing up is a wild ride. You never know where the journey might take you. Just remember, taking care of a baby is
It's a wild combination of ideas. Be very curious to see what actually
Hi, I'm Kalinam, the solo dev behind Cal.
like,
I wanted
works
to make
out to
a
be
chill,
an interesting
relaxing
idea.
game.
Like the idea of that game, but probably wouldn't like the game itself. That's the one thing I fear about it, is that like, that seems like an interesting idea, but also kind of difficult to make it fun necessarily.
Devastating synergies that completely break the game. It's easy to pick up, but
It's one of those ones that I want to follow reviews for sure.
Guest artists to create 20 different themes that completely change the look of the game, and there is interactive music that change and adapt to your playstyle. So Kaz, it's intense, it's psychedelic, and I have to admit, it's a bit addictive. So if you're looking for a pure shot of dopamine, welcome to the world of Kaz. Go check the demo on Steam, and I'll see you on the leaderboard. And if you don't wishlist the game for me, do it for her.
Thought that was a porcupine for a second. That would have been a bold move. Wow, that is a lot of different art styles there. I do like a roguelike. I do like a grid. What is this exactly? Also, I'm definitely of the opinion of show the game, then talk about it, instead of talking about the game and then showing it. This could maybe have some potential with the Steam audience. Then again, I say it as if I know what I'm like, I don't.
Heresy Supreme is out today in early access. Between that, Black Jacket, Blocks for Babies, and Kaz, a perfect combination for a sicko gameplay loop Ouroboros. Is that why folks keep telling us to touch grass?
If only there were games that let us do that from the comfort of our couches.
Hey, my name's Graham. I'm a Jamaican game developer, and this is my cozy island builder, Our Lands. It's a game focused on creativity.
Have I seen this one? I feel like I have. Again, it's another one of those. We'll see if I'm already following.
It's up to you to create
I swear
whatever kind of island
I've
you
seen a
want.
Mojito the Cat
Whether
game.
it's a lush forest campsite or a vast deserted island.
I'm looking at a different thing on the other
Dozens
screen,
of
but
things for you to decorate your islands with. And once you take a break
I
from
like
building,
grids, but I don't like
more
making
things are
them.
waiting to be found.
That's not true necessarily. I've
Surprises for you to
made some
experience.
grid. I don't know if I'm good at making them.
Now, once you think you're done,
There's a difference between liking a thing and being good at it.
and sharing them with your friends, because good things should always be shared. Day or night, rain or shine, come and craft a little slice of paradise right here in Our Lands.
Again, a lot of these showcases just boil down to me looking up the game on the side anyway, so. Yes, I've seen every game in existence except the ones that you know. I've seen I've seen, I think this has been in a showcase before. Possibly a 616 showcase. Which would explain why I've seen it. Now, do I remember the names of the games? Not necessarily, but it's like I do. Sometimes I just remember where I've seen it too. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Kaz. I definitely this one interests me, and I hadn't seen it. I haven't seen everything. There's a good chunk of stuff on here that I have not seen. Treetopians. It looks adorable. I don't know if I'm super into the building stuff. What is the most stylized AAA game? It probably is something like Borderlands, now that I think about it. Because I feel like AAA tends to lean on realistic because they can. And indie tends to lean on stylized because they can. Based on just how well you can crank out assets, how quickly you can crank out assets. Well, I guess Nintendo games are very stylized, at least in terms of the cutesy. Nintendo doesn't go for realistic, so I guess that's the... And it seems to work out for him, too. Well, I guess when I'm thinking of, like... There's Minecraft that's very stylized and has done very well, and then there's Grand Theft Auto that is not very stylized and has also done very well. So.
Michael. I'm the developer
Hey!
of Flower Pot, an
Too much
exploration game
tomato.
of knowledge and discovery. Investigate plants, change between the seasons, and
I
try
know
to
this
discover
guy.
secrets about the world. The game's
I've
art
met
style
this
is
guy.
made out of pre-rendered 2D sprites, just like my grandmother used to make.
Where are your sprites, sweetie?
We call it the Nickelodeon Nasty art style.
Nasty.
We do call it Nickelodeon Nasty. I get a lot of comments about what inspired the game. I often describe it as an Outer Wilds-like mystery in a short hike style presentation. But really, I'm just kind of inspired by how weird nature is sometimes. That's really weird.
Show me that juicy newsletter.
Once a month I write a juicy newsletter, it's free, about updates on the game. You should definitely sign up on my website, toomuchtomato.com, while we roll the trailer.
I mean, I haven't seen any of the development of this game, like, at all. But that's also because if it's an Outer Wilds alike, I'm like, I want to go in as blind as possible. Although I know he did finish the game end to end, at least. Nintendo goes for money. They don't. That's the thing. The Switch was not necessarily, like, you know, the Wii or the Wii U? Like, they go for innovation. which tends to be hit or miss in terms of money. But if it hits, it can hit hard. I do like me in Outer Wilds. Man, I feel like I gotta go... I gotta play some more Too Much Tomato games. I didn't get very far in Torso Tennis. And I know he's got some other, like, grid-based puzzle things, so... Have you seen the prices and see that you have to rebuy games you own because they want you to pay more money? Okay, that should be...
Did you know it's the 40th anniversary of an iconic green tunic?
I very much should have it.
How did celebrate?
At this point, they haven't yet, but we will. Here are 3
I'd see Nintendo likes money, yes. They like making money, but they don't necessarily that's not the... They don't aim for money straight up like an EA. It's not like they do a ton of microtransactions for every game, but they do... I guess they have a different way of trying to ask for money all the time, which is simply, we're never going to discount anything. Which does make it feel to me like it's a little less money-focused, but... That's an indie Redwall Dark Souls? I am down for this. Despite having never read any of the Redwall books. I don't know, it's one of those things of like... I feel like just genetically, there's a part of me that's like Redwall and like pirates. Because I know my dad likes both of those things a lot. Although I don't know if he's... Because they haven't done any Redwall books, but... Mouse Word. But there's like an RPG that I bought. Like an actual like tabletop role-playing game. It was kind of like that Redwall sort of vibe that... made me say, okay, no, wait, like, I gotta... pick it up. But they would make their own loading cables like Apple if they could. Yeah, that's true. They like being very exclusive. Wow, this has some lighting. This is a very 3D pixel game. It's reminding me of Ember Ward, I think. Right? That's what it is? No, not Ember. Shoot, now I'm gonna wonder what I'm... something Ward, right? Eastward. Right? It's East... Is that what it was? Not Weast. Oh no, I did typo it and put Weast. Isle of Reveries? Wait, that wasn't... No, wait, what was the last one? Go back. I didn't catch what this one was. Gravtail? Sometimes you can get a little too stylized. Is that what it was? Okay, no, go back. I didn't... What? I can't read that. No. What is the... Okay. This one. What is the name of this game? There's a frame there where I can actually read it. Does it say gray? And I'm just reading that wrong? It is Gray Tail. Okay. Okay, and it is Eastward. That was the game that was making me think of. But because of exclusivity, I find it extremely impressive that someone made a VR mod for Breath of the Wild. VR mod that runs in an emulator. Because of that exclusivity, I will never play a Nintendo game. You haven't played any Nintendo games? Or I guess you just no longer play Nintendo games. Is this one like a specifically a play on Game Boy? Oh, and it's already on my wish list. Apparently I've already seen it. And I didn't even remember it. That's the funny thing, is when there's stuff that's... that apparently I've already seen. I didn't even remember. I have had a Wii a while ago, but haven't had in the last 10 years or so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so as a kid, said, hey, Nintendo is cool, but then as an adult said, hey, Nintendo is a little iffy. Now, Nintendo definitely has some Apple vibes in terms of, like, they make some very quality products, and then they make them exclusive to keep that quality. Which isn't necessarily the way to go about it, I feel. Oh, okay, so you didn't even want the Nintendo stuff.
Hey everyone, my name
Just
is
got
Mark.
it because of your sister.
And we are
Okay.
the co-owners of Wonderville. Wonderville is a bar, an arcade, and event space located in Brooklyn, New York. Our arcade is comprised of about 30 free-to-play arcade cabinets, all made by local independent developers.
We have events every night that
what?
you can check out on our website, Wonderville NYC, as well as all of our social media and Instagram. We also have
That's
a
got to be
nonprofit
too far
Wonderville
away from me,
project
right?
That helps us
I am on the
support
East Coast, but
our
I'm not
Game
in
Jam,
New York.
Which is the second Saturday of the month, and our playtest night, which is the last Tuesday of the month.
And they do
Big thank you to
playtests.
61 Indie for coming and filming here and letting us say hi. We hope to see you either online or in person.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Yeah, that's a bit far. Yeah, I'm not close to New York. But it's weird, because I'm like, I would suggest Nintendo games if you... If you want to be a game designer, I would suggest playing Nintendo games. There's a lot of... Like, they have a lot of interesting design decisions. I do love a trailer that's edited to the music, especially stuff that's not commonly used. Not a rhythm gamer, unfortunately. I did play Elite Beat Agents. There's all this stuff that I say I'm not that guy, and I don't play that kind of stuff, and yet I think back to when I was a kid, I definitely did try some of that stuff. It would be fun to do like a day or like an evening that's just playing games that I would never normally play, which to me would be like playing Counter-Strike. Like that's not something I have any interest in. But I also think I don't necessarily want that audience either.
It's been so long since I withdrew. Still I lie here, waiting for you. One of these days, you shall see just how
Okay, there's definitely like PlayStation aesthetics. Is there like Nintendo DS aesthetics? Because that's the kind of thing. If I could figure that out. Well, there is a demo for Kaz. Ugh. Looks From Software-ish. Definitely getting that vibe. Although all of this, I'm just half watching. Because I'm just looking at the... Okay, once the name pops up.
We love crispy retro bangers in this house. The buzz, the imperfect lines, that analog feel. But you know what's even more analog than a fuzzy CRT signal? Tell them.
Paper.
Paper block, y'all.
What? Games that look like paper? Or games that actually are... This did say tower defense, didn't it? Because of like, I like the aesthetic, but... I'm not a tower defense guy. I know this about myself. I look like paper. I look like I'm made out of paper. I could do that as an aesthetic. I do like the paper aesthetic. Could slap a white outline on the VTuber and do some different... Right, there we go. To see how awful the UI is, they have almost no options at all, remove things that hurt their player base or make long, unskippable cutscenes. I see that in videos online. I don't need the game to have that bad experience. You hold a grudge against Nintendo? Okay. No, they have a very... I don't know. It's... They find something that is extremely fun, and then... that looks so good. And yet, I'm not a tower defense guy. How awful their UI is? I guess it depends on the game, because I think a lot of them don't necessarily have... Oh, I remember seeing a trailer for this a long time ago, and I don't know if they ever... said more about this. This wasn't like a big company, was this? Again, this is just the aesthetics on this are fantastic. Okay, now would I argue with how awful the UI is on Nintendo games? It definitely is bad in some... Pyro fauna? Except they did... Pyro fauna? Is that what it said? It was pyro fauna. Not pyro fauna? You play as a little fireball. Not pyro. That's wild. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's all handmade stuff. That's insane.
Cards and Cannons is a colorful roguelite tower defense deck builder where you build massive worlds, collect shiny loot, and crush large hordes of enemies with powerful spells and crazy synergies. Each run starts with just a small
Is this
island.
somebody that has a YouTube
you can
channel?
use the cards in your deck to place all kinds of different structures and upgrade them to the max. It's completely up to you how you want to protect your castle. Unique to Cards and Cannons is the ability to freely place the enemy spawners, giving you full control. While you build during the day, you fight at night. In combat, you can use mighty spells to fight the troublemakers head-on, freeze them solid, crush them with the meteor.
I'm just not a tower defense guy, but boy does this look neat. Am I gonna put it on my... I'll look it up. It's another one of these, like, I'll follow the developer and stuff.
And get access to more powerful upgrades. Here you can adapt, expand your
You were able to have a ton of items, maybe Breath of the Wild, and you had to scroll through a horizontal list of your items to select like what you want. No groups, nothing, just a horizontal list. You were thinking of... the Zelda game. Echoes of Wisdom. There we go. Which, yes, they do have just a list of scroll through all of the things that you want to summon, and it sucked. And I think they said the reason behind that was so that you might try something different, but it was like, that's... Definitely did not work, and there's a whole Game Maker's Toolkit video of, like, how can we do this better?
And I am Antonio. We are part of the team.
I don't know. I find a lot of Nintendo games really fun. Even if, yes, there are things like unskippable cutscenes that are obnoxious, and...
We are making this game with a lot of...
I don't know, there's just so much polish on a Nintendo game.
What's the step? With scissors.
Paper.
Wow, so many of these like crafty aesthetics.
Check out our new trailer.
Yeah, okay. Saw the Game Maker's Toolkit video, which is how you learned about it.
A blend of city building and handcrafted creativity.
Oh, they went and made the thing, and then they went and made a digital version so you can do it yourself. Interesting.
Bring an adorable abandoned village back to life.
That is a pretty aesthetic, though.
Cut, fold, and glue every house. Take your time, relax, and make them truly beautiful.
Now, are they gonna have downloadable files of... Here you can actually cut out the pieces of paper? That seems like a thing that you could sell that would make sense. Instead of like a soundtrack, it's literally just...
Cut out village. A
Here's
city
the
builder made of
here's
paper.
the paper. Here's the
Download
assets.
demo on Steam.
Not really a city builder guy, but... isn't that a mechanic you wanted to make once during a game jam?
Payback for the last showcase we filmed here.
Mechanic for... What mechanic exactly? That sounds right. I don't remember exactly what our conversation was, but... Gang of Frogs.
Captain Hank here. Listen up. You are my chosen.
See, I do like it when they put the name first.
Contract will make us filthy rich. Do your jobs, and you'll get your cut.
Oh, is this a friend slot thing?
Mr. Johnson.
With frogs? This is a friend slot with frogs, isn't it? Oh, yeah, cutting paper or origami or something like that. Not sure what you wanted to make with it though. I don't know, I probably wrote down something like that. Third person thing, interesting. Here I am thinking like, oh, do I want to put this on my list? And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna play something like this. I don't have the friends, and I've not played hardly any third-person shooters. What am I doing? Not during. Oh, yeah, cutting paper or doing origami or something. Well, I always think the paper folding as like a mechanic is an interesting. Oh, not a lethal company. This is the kaiju cleaning simulator thing, right? What it's called, just kaiju cleanup? Yeah, okay. And there's another game. There's 2 kaiju cleanup games. Oh, what was this one? I do... I do like this aesthetic a lot. Why are there always so many mechanics? Is also a food mechanic? I'm like, I just want the beat 'em up part. Maybe the skating part. But also a food mechanic? Because that seems like a lot. You know, the guitarist saw his channel. I have not watched any Davey O videos, but boy does it want me to watch some of his videos. Oh, there is a lunch part. I think just the top-down beat 'em up part is
I'm the lead game designer of Buffalo
fine,
Buffalo, small indie company based in Vancouver. The name Buffalo comes from the idea that words can be used
Buffalo,
in
Buffalo,
combination to
Buffalo,
make
Buffalo?
unusual but grammatically correct phrases. To us, that means
No,
not
wait,
letting
there's
the way
5
things are
buffaloes,
traditionally
right?
done or what seems
Because it's
right
the
at first
buffalo from
glance
Buffalo,
keep us
Buffalo, the
pushing
buffalo
the
from
envelope
Buffalo.
of what's
That's what it
possible
was.
in
It's 5
games.
buffaloes.
Our first release, Fresh Tracks, broke those same norms by pushing what's possible in the classic rhythm game genre. Today, we're excited to be bringing you our next big release, demonstrating what you can accomplish when you think beyond the restrictions of size, perspective, and the world around you. We hope you enjoy this world premiere announcement of Rewrite.
When Lithium-16 lit the world, we stepped out of the dark and into abundance. And for a time, we had everything. Energy without scarcity. Life without labor. But even miracles have expiration dates. And when Lithium-16 began to run dry, we needed a new plan. And lucky you.
This is another game about stop using oil. I don't know that there's been a lot of games about that, but I know it's been at least a movie that was, hey, stop using oil. Also, I do see the thing. Oh my god. There we go. I do see the hydrate. I shall hydrate. Have they shown gameplay? I kind of missed what the gameplay was. I was a little distracted.
Think beyond the restrictions of size, perspective, and the world around you. We hope you enjoy this world premiere announcement of Rewrite.
Was there gameplay there?
That's what you get for leaving me.
Were you practicing your punches for what's coming up next?
It's important to warm up. You never
Wait,
know
it's that many buffaloes?
of the deepest caves.
Like I said, this is where I was trying to explain because it's the buffalo from Buffalo, New York. Buffalo. The buffalo from Buffalo, New York. Is basically what that translates as. For buffalo, 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 buffalo. Unless there's that many other buffaloes. This is one of those ones that I kickstarted that I'm like, I don't even entirely know why, because I'm not a huge like Smash Bros guy necessarily, but there was a time where I was kickstarting a whole bunch of stuff, and I finally realized, you know, maybe I don't need to kickstart everything. Just because it exists does not mean I need to throw money at it. Not that I've been that much more discerning, but because now here I am wishlisting cards and cannons, despite the fact that I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna play a tower defense roguelike. Oh, Wikipedia says it's that many. Only know Buffalo is the animal. Okay. There's a place called Buffalo, New York. So that's where one of the buffaloes is coming from.
So I'm making a game with colors that are beautiful to me.
And apparently Buffalo
So I mostly use
is
blues in my palette.
the idea of like
Blue
bullying
fire,
or
blue skin,
pushing.
blue trees,
kind of
all
a
look
thing.
beautiful to me. I've always wondered how a game would look using my favorite colors. So I decided to find out. Maybe it looks messy, maybe it looks random, but to me, these are the colors I've always hoped the world was painted with. How does it look to you?
But that didn't really tell me what the game was at all. What is this kind of Tetris looking thing? It's looking very roguelike Tetris. I'm down. I do love obnoxious announcer voices. Is it straight up like Tetrominoes? Is it straight up like a Tetris? Wow, they put a lot of effort into this Tetris alike.
I've been here too long. I need to find out what's next. We've got a lot of work to do.
Sci-fi narrative campaign built around Tetris gameplay? Wild.
This isn't quite what I expected the front end to be like, little buddy.
Wow, there's so much effort in this game.
And with a bit of
Hello, I'm Jonah, creator of Sloppy Forgeries, a fast-paced
I feel like
painting
I've heard of
game
Sloppy
that
Forgeries.
began in 2018 as a exploration into the potentials of using two mice connected to the same computer. I showed it a lot back then, but then COVID, kids, life, stuff got in the way. But 2 years ago, I started development again, and I'm very excited because I'm almost done. I still enjoy playing it, which is kind of crazy. And I'm excited to put it in front of talented artists, so they have a game where they're the superstars. And I also have been putting off making a trailer for 2 years, but I finally have one, so please watch.
Is this competitively trying to draw whatever the art piece is? I'm assuming it just does like a pixel comparison of I was gonna say, these are actual like art pieces, right? Just with a different kind of filter. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the scream, the wave. Not that I know a bunch about art, but... Oh, you can only draw on a certain part of the canvas for a certain amount of time? Interesting. Well, this is a fun idea. Yeah, okay. Already on my wish list. Because like he said, been doing it for years. And... Now, can you upload your own pieces of art for everybody to try to copy too? Is the other question.
The original idea here was for you to paint me sloppily.
I'm not exactly sure what that means, but thank you for ditching that plan. How about I help you all erase that mental image with another game you can pick up today?
No fun. A frog leaping into your Steam libraries and then straight into a block of games showing off the animal kingdom. Classic deflection.
This is... But they also didn't put that other frog-related game in the frog block, or the animal block? Well, this is looking cute. Oh, the slugs are too slimy. I do like the cute slugs, though. I wanted to get some game development done, but these showcases don't show up all the time. Walk the frog. Sounds like it could be a euphemism. Gotta go walk my frog. I really don't know how that would translate as a euphemism, but... Miri Wildwoods. Looks pretty. No, wait, there was... Shoot. There's not a bunch of eyes, though. M.U. Murray. Maybe. Is this a straight up just cleaning game? It's a straight up just cleaning game. This is really pretty though. Okay, and it's already on my wish list. That's the thing. As much as I feel like I put a bunch of things on my wish list, I don't put everything on my wish list. Just most things. Much like you were saying, I've seen every game, except for the ones that I haven't seen. Okay, this is one of those... Nope, I haven't followed everything. That is some pretty pixel art. Oh, this is the one, yeah. Yeah, where you type out words or something.
Hi, I'm Brooke Condolora. I'm half of Brain and Brain, the developers of folktale adventure Burlyman at Sea. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the new game that we're introducing today. The Marvelous Raincaster of Yellow Holler is a narrative puzzle game
my
that's about
goodness,
telling
that's
a
a
story
name.
the wrong way. It's about telling a story several ways, to pick up clues and work out how it really goes. Raincaster's set in the hill country of the Ozarks, and it's inspired by the animals, people, and superstitions that I grew up with here in rural Arkansas. In the Ozarks, like our cousins in Appalachia, people handed down stories in the form of folk ballads, and that's how Raincaster's story is presented as well. It's a whimsical tale about a rooster who finds out he can make it rain, based on a real-life Kansas rainmaker who accidentally flooded San Diego. So check it out in this new trailer that gives a first look at gameplay. And you can buy Raincaster now, and you can wishlist Raincaster now.
Wait, what about a real thing that happened? They said a Raincaster that accidentally flooded someplace? There was a real thing? Because that sounds wild. Wow, the art style is incredible.
Burlyman at Sea is both a classic indie and what they call me and Mike on Coney Island. Thank you, Brain and Brain, for sharing your next project with us.
You a Speedo boy? Actually, don't answer that. A bonkers question leading into a bonkers block of games.
That's what the block is, just a bonkers block.
This chair is special. It's about to change.
This is just called Ragdoll Physics Experiments.
Mildly
Would you
amusing,
look at that?
but you
It's a
could do
Ragdoll
better.
Physics Experiment.
RMF Ragdoll Testing Facility. It appears
okay.
you have not been assigned a subject number. Also, you are blue. Interesting. I believe I may have a job for you. I need you to work your way through the facility. I will collect the results.
That was not a gnome, though, was it? That was like a dwarf? That was a Snow White dwarf?
Try to avoid using free will wherever possible, as doing so can skew the results. Together, we are
Physics-based
gathering
version?
information,
Or, wait,
science,
Portal plus Stanley Parable?
for fun. Some of the rooms you will enter will have specific challenges. Some of the rooms you will enter will have suggestions. Some of the rooms you will enter are just rooms, really. The facility will offer guidance, encouragement, and more often than not, mild judgment. When you encounter your wooden colleagues, the outcome is entirely up to you. Efficiency is acceptable. Creativity is encouraged. Overcomplicating things is fairly common. Please note, your actions will often have consequences. Some immediate, some delayed, some a little confusing.
Oh, physics experiments.
One more thing, not all buttons should be pressed.
I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
Welcome to the zoo.
That is such a good way to
Humans and animals coexist.
tell you to not press the button.
Occasionally, that balance is
Because they just give you a bad dad joke.
Here we see the
Incredible.
rhinoceros, normally calm, today confused The giraffe has elected to lie down. Giraffes do not usually do this. Fear not. The zookeepers here are trained professionals. Tortoise remains optimistic. Human visitors respond using their primary defense mechanism, panic. Park transport has reached its natural end state.
Well, this is a fantastic way to sell a like a Zoo Tycoon kind of game.
A honey badger, now aware that
Definitely
the
made it unreal.
does not consent to documentation.
Is this not a Zoo Tycoon game? Honey Badger Zoo Physics? Bad Badger. I was like, cause it's exactly how I played Zoo Tycoon though. My friend and I would make a nice zoo and then release all the animals. A game about throwing a flip-flop at somebody. Oh, throughout time. Oh, that one's not really a flip-flop, but... Huh. Not really an endless runner, but... How goofy.
Hey, my name is Alex and I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm currently living in this van here and I've been traveling around taking pictures and drawings and collaging everything together to make a wild little game called Being Food. It's a 3D platform at heart.
I love the nature documentary style of the opening.
Although I will get
And yeah, Unreal was the Ragdoll game. Yes,
I'm trying
yes.
to break off from a lot of conventions and I'm taking a lot of risks, so I can only hope everybody likes it. I don't know when it's coming out yet, but until then, thank you for watching the 6-1 Indie Showcase. And enjoy the trailer.
Oh, it is just 6-1 Indie Showcase. I thought it was 616. Maybe I'm just getting myself confused. Yep, it definitely looks experimental. I have not seen this, have I? This looks like something I might have seen on Reddit or something. Because somehow Reddit has been the Being Food. There's some games that kind of cross the line into like, this feels like it's just weird for the sake of weird.
Shout out to Hot Dog, y'all. I slid them a DM on Instagram and I am so grateful they're up for being a part of the show.
It's time for Horror Block Round 2! Kicking it off is a game that we've been lucky enough to play at both Summer Games Fest and PAX East, and is launching very soon.
The game is a killer blend of horror and cozy, and as the show winds down, I wonder if they had something for the folks at home to get their hands on even sooner.
I'm writing this from our old cell, my friend. Your departure caused quite the commotion back home. But I'm proud of you for making it out when you got the chance. I've sent this
Perfect
letter to the address
garbage.
I once knew. That empty old farm up in the mountains. Ashen Ridge is a good, humble town with good people in it. Warm, welcoming, but not too inquisitive. I have fond memories of that place. I hope you can make a few of your own.
This is another one of those somebody's interested.
You'll
Not
reap
really
what
my
you sow.
thing.
You've always had a knack for figuring things out. That resourcefulness will keep you out of trouble.
Your Tumblr's a link that you can put as an official thing on Steam.
Keep busy, lay low. Idle hands are the devil's playground. Make something of yourself, for yourself, while you still can.
That is some pretty pixel art. This is totally something I would love to watch as a, like a Let's Play. Oh, Indica? Because I'm like, they already did? No, it's not Indica. It's Agni Village of Calamity.
What's the use of protocols if our
agent dies in the field.
Let me be absolutely clear. You will be on your own.
Leela needs me, Matt.
Yeah, okay, the horror block I'm definitely kind of tuning out. Never really been into a ton of horror stuff. There's so many links to click on for all these other games, though. I did have a couple of ideas for doing, like, horror games, but don't know if and when I would ever do that. This very much looks like another watch it as a let's play kind of game to me. Definitely has some nice slow vibes though. I do like this kind of creeping tension kind of horror rather than jump scare because scary monster. Although I think for people who like horror, it tends to be jump scare because scary monster. So. Did I not? No! Are you saying I didn't update the title of the stream? God damn it. I just didn't hit enter. It just doesn't, when you update the title, it just doesn't update the title. That's so stupid. I just want it to automatically update when I change the thing.
Hey everyone, hope you're having a great showcase.
Thank you for telling me that the title was wrong still. God balls.
My name's Phil. I am the creator and designer of the upcoming horror game called The Florist. We've been working on The Florist for about 3 years now. We announced it late last year and the response was just incredible. You know, so many people really intrigued by the concept. We were so excited to work on something where color and light and growth all interplay to create this really unsettling atmosphere.
Gosh dang it.
The genre enables all
It got updated. Well, yeah, it's because all I had to do was hit done. I wrote it and I had the correct category. I just didn't hit the done button. That's the only thing I didn't do. And that's...
preview of The Florist, and we'll have a lot more to share very soon. Cheers.
It pisses me off that it doesn't just automatically update and you have to hit done. It's like, of course I want the title to change. Ugh. It doesn't need to update automatically, but... yeah, it's because it's like when you're typing out the title, they don't want it to show that you've changed the title, but I'm like... so do it just a couple of seconds after the fact. Ugh. I'm too dumb to remember to hit the done button when I'm done with something. Ay, ay, ay.
Once again, no one is doing horror.
It's only because I keep making the same mistakes. That's why I get pissed off. Is because it's
Here's one more thing.
repeatedly. I just keep repeatedly making the same mistakes. Wow, that is a piss filter if I've ever seen one. Oh, okay, or not. I lost 100 viewers to not updating it. I don't think even 616 or 661. There's not 616. The 61 indie. I don't think even 61 indie. Great. Now I broke everything. Let's see. Yep. Okay. I crashed Chrome, opening too many tabs. I just wanted to see how many people were watching the 6-1 Indie Showcase, because I don't know that there's even a lot of people watching it. I mean, I'm on YouTube and not Twitch, so... Chrome, can you please update? Thank you. I mean, anime horseshoe just not really my thing, but how many people are watching is the question. 1,000 people, okay. Plus, it's not like it was labeled as 6-1 Showcase. I'm just under special events, so... Don't know why the title says 616. Oh, did I goof up the... That's because I thought it was 616. I don't know why I'm adding an extra number.
Phenomenon. Much love to Furyu Corporation for closing out the show with Anomalith.
And then it's gonna complain that, yeah.
That's it. It's happy time. Vision Crack
Okay, now that the showcase is over, I finally have it labeled correctly.
Geniuses, Blake Stevenson, aka Jetpacks and Roller Skates.
Right.
What a
Yeah, request throttled, because I hit the button too many times, but that's because I'm pissed off that I screwed it up again.
Thank you all. Since day one back in 2022, we had a simple mantra: zero barriers, zero costs, zero BS. We do this because we love and care for the indies, not to make a buck. So thank you all for helping us support these remarkable developers without ever asking them for a penny in return. And hey, speaking of today's devs and publishers and beyond, thank you for trusting us with your babies.
And of course, to all of you watching at home or co-streaming with your communities, thank you for always giving us the time of day in your busy lives. Please do us one more favor. Wishlist, play demos, and add some new games to your libraries.
Like, what do you think I've been doing this entire time?
Plus, more hands-on coverage from today's selections on
I might even try playing the cast
and
thing.
since I have a sinking suspicion I'm about to cry my eyes out thanks to what's coming next, it's worth mentioning that submissions for 6-1 demo days are open right now.
Why did I think it was 616?
Folks to check out, sign up.
Ay, ay, ay.
Now, in case you missed the news or haven't picked up on the not-so-subtle hints throughout the show,
Okay.
this is my final 6-1 Indie Showcase. Once the credits roll, Kelsey and I are officially leaving the proverbial pigeon nest and turning the page on the next chapter. 6-1 has given me so much. It gave me a brother in Kyle. It gave me the love of my life in Kelsey. It gave me a family of the kindest, most talented and passionate human beings out there. It's a miracle that it's gifted me so much while also allowing me to be a small part of the indie scene. Your love, your hype, your support for nearly a decade now is not lost on me. And frankly, I don't have the time to properly express my gratitude because Kyle can't wait to kick my ass out of here. So, to everyone who took a chance on me, present company included, thank you. Rest assured, 6-1 Indie lives on without me and Kels. 6-1 Demo Days makes its debut on July 31st, and the 6-1 Indie Showcase returns next summer, both in the strong and capable hands of Kyle Stevenson. But until then, for one last time, love yourself, love each other, love the scene. Don't be afraid to stand on business and always have each other's backs. Now, excuse me while I give this man a big hug.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Standing on business. Where did that come from? And like...
See you again by Wiz Khalifa? I don't think we do.
Man, again, I just pissed myself off because I have a checklist. And you just go through the checklist and you do all the things here, like this is on the checklist. And I keep thinking that I know anything. I don't know
Holy sh!
anything.
Were we rolling there?
Hell yeah.
Dadgummit. Okay. Now that I've made myself nice and grumpy. Yeah, and this one has again been out for a while. Did they have an update or something? No, this was just part of the pre-show, which was stuff that they've already shown as part of 6-1 Indie. Why? It's okay, you're allowed to make mistakes. The problem is I keep making the same mistakes repeatedly over and over and over again. Okay, remember nothing. Just write it down. Offspring fling. I haven't thought about that in a long time. The heck is this? How did I get here? Oh yeah, and there was a Kickstarter for Blue Ridge Hunting. Again, one of those, like... I don't know, maybe I'll help kick it over the edge if that's where it's at, but... Yeah, no, I just immediately made myself grumpy. No, wait. Oh, it's a private thing, except you're saying wish list. No, that's fine. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just surprised that they're showing off a private Instagram for their game. Okay, and then do I want to play the demo for Kaz? Yes, I do. Am I going to? I don't know. Did I download it? I did. I downloaded the demo for Kaz. So I could if I wanted to. They're making it look sort of like a keyboard, but I'm like, is it just the arrow keys? Are they really trying to sell the idea that the game uses arrow keys? Also, I don't need it caps locked. Really? You're afraid that too many people are gonna... Yay, I understand what a motorcycle is. Okay, again, I've clicked all these links. Because I keep clicking and re-clicking all the links. Through. Hey, they're exactly where I'm at. Because I'm at 390... Did I hit... I haven't hit 400, but I hit 399, right? I hit my goal of 399. No, I'm up over 400 now. Oh, I didn't... Did I put down a new wish list? Or not wish list, a goal. Goodness me. I am not here right now. Okay, that's Kaz, and this was the Kickstarter for Blue Ridge Hunting. And then I have no clue. Oh, okay, you were follower 400 with your alt account. Okay. So I'm not at 400. It's lies. That's what you're saying. And then again, there could be a good number of bots, or... Evans Remains. I played that one. I think I actually did play some Offspring Fling, and I have played some 2048. Yes, it's 401. Yeah, so even with the removal of your extra bot account, or extra account. Nah, whatever goal I've achieved, I have not achieved. It's never enough. It's not good enough. I don't know why I have... Well, no, I know why I have such a defeatist attitude, because there's a lot of people in my life that are not cheerleaders. But probably better to get feedback of, hey, why is your stream title wrong, than have a wrong stream title. Okay, and now I can undo it and say whatever I was going to do, which was... Okay, and then we do this. And then we hit done. We hit the fucking done button. And then I hit it 6 times and it goes, no, you can't do that anymore. And I'm like, well. Also, then we put the volume down. I don't want to be so grumpy all the time. And then I continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. And I just get grumpier and grumpier and grumpier. Okay, this was... That's the goal. I want to try which I don't know how to do shaders at all, so... Well, it's not entirely... Okay, and now music. I did have special cue. Here. And apparently, Zane Alexander is good to go. Yeah, special cue. And there is no new songs, right? Yeah, they're all just old AF. Again, because this is somebody who has all of their stuff under, like, Stratford Court or something. But I'm like, if I go off of, like, a big... I don't know, wait, I wanted to see what the heck this was. Okay. But then I can probably put this under my stream music, right? Okay. Now let's see if listening to some music and getting pissed off at shaders will make me feel better. Wait a second. No, if I go into it knowing that I don't know anything, is that gonna help me? No. Okay. I kind of want to use the restroom, but we'll wait for ads. Or maybe I just stop trying. Maybe I just give up. Oh, why's my Lego guy falling? Run a poll. Should I give up? Should I stop making games entirely? Nah, if I gave up games, I don't know what I would do. Because I would still need some kind of creative outlet. I'm not a story guy, so it's not like writing would be super interesting to me. I'm not... No, and I did that for just a little... What, that I opened up Unity and say, should I give up? Should I stop? Nah, it's just because I focus on mistakes that I make. Because I'm like, well, clearly I'm not improving because I've made the same mistake like 6 times. Okay, that's supposed to be a palindrome anyway, but... Okay. Oh, I was trying to fix up the... Oh, I have a rock shader that I started, so... Been writing for the skits, it's a lot of fun. I still haven't seen them. I keep... Discord, I know you keep posting the skits on Discord, and I keep just not looking at it. Well, it's because I haven't looked at Discord either, because there's always just so many people talking on all the Discords I'm on, and even the ones that are, like, really just, like, the friend Discord that people say something occasionally, I still don't look at. I don't know, but I guess I haven't been good at, like, looking at stuff on social media or anything either. You're 50th? Dang. 50 different skits? Wait, have any of them popped off? You know, have you got, like, a dog of wisdom where it's just suddenly a, Okay, what the heck was I cooking with this? Okay, yeah, this is me trying to do something. Okay, gemstone. What is a gemstone? I really should just mess with the shader and just see how the shaders work in general instead of trying to make it look like one of these. Also, I don't feel like I looked up... Wait, are these gemstones or are these cut gems? Because I think the cut gems would... This is what I was looking for, was just polished stone. Maybe that's what I should look up. Instead of gemstones. And then it's Minecraft. So, Max views is 1,000. Okay. Well, and I'm assuming the average is a lot lower than that. Although I also don't know what the goal of the things. I don't know what the goal of the skits is, whether it's supposed to be like something very funny or if it's supposed to be just testing. You know, can you get a character to wiggle around? Wait, okay, so did I try feeding... So if I feed this into there? Not really what I meant. Oh, no, that did... Oh, that reversed it? Why did that reverse it? Yeah, okay, this was just trying to find the brightest points or something. Wait, can you modify this? I have no clue how to do anything. Okay, create a node. Yeah, that is a question. Let's go through all of these and see. Okay, so instead of... Yeah, just give me a noise. Gradient noise, right? Instead of simple noise, yeah, gradient noise. And then just throw this into the colors. I'm just throwing this into the colors too. That looks kind of wild. Okay, so now if I get some like actual kind of... Yeah, because I was kind of curious if I could do like this kind of Dalmatian stone or something. And I do wonder if I can pick like some random colors or something. Pick the color, please. Pick the color, please. Pick the color, please. Why are you not letting me pick the color? Please. Pick. Oh, it is doing it. I'm just... Don't you usually pop up an eyedropper? So that I can actually see what I'm looking at? I don't want to be such a grump. This is making me want to go back to try to do the, Oh, we'll be grabbing a subscription a day, pretty much? Nice. Setting a goal in art is often an overlook and not involved in the process itself, which is where all of the production lies. We improve our content as we grow and adapt to changes in our environment. Though virtual is ours to thrive in. What was this long thing about? Okay, can I get rid of some of these nodes? I want to get rid of. And then maybe we change it to this other color. Where's the... Can I paste in the color, please? Was it this one? Dadgummit, where's the... You don't let me just paste in a hex code. Unless I'm forgetting where that is. No. I don't want to figure out what the RGB is. I don't want to... Really? Because I don't think this is going to paste correctly either, is it? I thought I did this earlier, and now I'm forgetting how to do it. Yes, bugger off with the God balls. Was the first one 255? Great. Oh, it sounded like I was asking if you were taking the animation seriously, which is the 50th episode. And on top of that, I haven't even watched it. I've watched one or two of them, I think. If I remember correctly, it was mostly just conversation, but maybe I'll leave it up on YouTube and say no wait, this is the Discord I can go to as well, but again, like I said, I haven't looked at Discord, so that doesn't help me. It's a different name, isn't it? Yes, it's a different name, and I don't remember what the name is. And then can I find it on this other Discord before the link is pasted? The answer's probably not. Wait. I did find it. Hickory muffins, that's what it was. Okay, there. We'll leave this up, so I might actually watch some of these. I guess YouTube Shorts also do give you like a number of views, for sure. Lots of ocean critters. Okay, so now we'll leave this, so maybe I'll actually watch some of these many different sea skits. Oh, I guess there are sea skits specifically, so. Okay, what in the fluffin' heck was I doing? Being depressed. Beyond that. Okay, we're just gonna pick a flippin' color and say whatever this is. Okay, and not white. Do... How do you either? Oh my goodness. What? Oh, that's neat. I feel like I've messed with that before, and yet I've forgotten. Okay, wait, so if I go over here and then I say eyedropper, this color. And then I say, oh wait, I lied, I want it to be like a little darker. Oh, and then because I'm only doing the two colors and I'm doing the... Okay, is that looking kind of like a gemstone? Started making longer shorts, 10 shorts back? Okay, I thought one of them said, you know, 5-minute shorts, so it's like, okay. They're getting a little more ambitious. Amazonite. Okay, wait, you can up like the... So if I do 100? Yeah, there we go. That makes it a little... Maybe more like 20? Okay, because I kind of want to do just a series of rock shaders. Longer was the way to go? As in, the longer shorts are doing better? Ironically? The longer the short, better it does. I mean, I guess if you were trying to up the numbers, I would maybe change around the, like, title of it. So the title is a little more descriptive. Instead of C-skit. But, I don't know. There is some of that, like, brain rot stuff, like, what is it, like... I have seen some brain rot that's just, like... They take the same character in the same... Or they take a different character and then put him in the same scene repeatedly, so... Should write for you, that's funny. I don't know if I'm good at scripted content, necessarily. Plus, I don't know what the constraints are. That's always my first question, as to what are the constraints, like... How many characters, what do you want to do with them? But also, are you saying I'm comedic? Because... Thank you. But I also just laugh a lot. I think that's just a shortcut to trying to make something funny. If that's what you're aiming for, is humor. Like I said, unless you're just trying to test a character moving around. Also, is my phone doing the buzz again? Oh, I said that the key to shorts was to make it longer? You see, okay, you said longer shorts 10 back, and then longer was the way to go. I don't know if longer shorts is the way to go. I think... I don't know which you... I don't know. I do think that having a consistent theme and aesthetic is good for getting subscribers, if that's what you're looking for, which I've always struggled with that, but... Also, ad break. I will definitely take it because I want to pee. And then what, it's been 2 hours? Maybe I will sit as well. Okay. Is there a way to add, like, detail to it, or... Okay, so if I look up one of these, and say, can I make that? Because this is just a couple of vague gradients between things. So if I look up, here I am trying to... there is no text, this is just an image. Aventurine. Focusing on voice acting and running plot lines, but just seeing if the characters can technically move, it's not the focus. You're focusing on the voice acting and the plot lines, but not focused on the technical aspect of it at this point, is what it sounds like. Okay, so is some of this like just layering noise or something? Also, like I said, if I look up like worry stones, they are just kind of any sort of like polished stone, right? Oh, or they just painted an image on them. Or they have a weird texture. Because apparently... and all these, like, just kind of plastic ones. Instead of actual stones. Yeah, okay, because I thought there was the ones with the text on them, too. Also, like, how in the heck did the... Oh, it's just a bunch of stones glued together. Yeah, goof. Oh, so let's just put that on. Let's just see what this looks like. That's the other thing. Okay, there's a couple of things I wanted to do, which was just try making a couple of these, and then also... So instead of ball, give me rock shader, and instead of that, let's give me like a folder of like gemstone shaders, I think. We're just gonna make a whole bunch. Did I hit save? I did not hit save. Because you have to hit save in this sort of spot, and then you can hit save in the other spot. Okay. Ooh. Is that working? No, not really. Because there's a seam right there. Although, if I rotate this around, that'll just hide the seam. There's a seam on the bottom that, like... As long as it's not on the top. Seems to be okay on the top. So if I just rotate the model around... Because it's really only going to be seen from the one side. So we just do a 180. And now there's a seam on this side that you can see. Give me the least seamly side. I guess you're gonna kinda... Okay, so rotate it 90 again. The ad break is finished. I was gonna go pee, and then I got distracted by actually doing stuff for once. Okay, well I'm gonna go pee anyway. Gosh dang it. Okay. Feels like the right color, kind of. So this is almost making it look like I could do like a higher density noise. If I want to try to... I do not speak French. Okay, this is really just making me think I don't know that I need to change that color much. Okay, but the actual shader for this, give me like the sampling of like 100. So I actually do want it to look like that. And then if I look at it in game, this is also kind of one of those like texturing questions of like, how does one texture an object? The answer's not like this, apparently. Because like that looks kind of stretched funky. But it's on both sides there. But whatever seam I was noticing earlier is also still there. It's not like I'm gonna get it seamless, but I guess I'm also curious with the... Oh, okay, I could have caught a slime. I just saw that that Phil XD caught a bean slime and said, oh, I guess it did the results already. Apparently not. Okay, how about we just do this and say, screw it, what does this look like actually in the game instead of very close up? Oh, but I guess you can zoom in and see it very close up and say, oh, this is stretched a little funky. It's kind of working. Okay, let's just say screw it, that's... I don't know, that's looking a little more like... Can I do different layers of noise or something? Well, yes, you can, but... Do I want to do that for this? Okay, so what if I do a noise into a noise? Or something like that? Is that a thing? It's probably a thing. Yeah, more simple noise. 500. I don't know, that's simple noise. Gradient noise, rather. Do gradient noise. Well, I guess I could do simple noise with a gradient, or I could do a gradient noise with a simple, or I could do... I don't know. There's all sorts of things you could do. Am I gonna do any of it? Okay, I don't know how any of this works. You go into this, and you go into this. Did that do anything? Ooh. Actually, that did kind of do something. I like it. So then we save it. Then we go back to here. Maybe we get rid of that darker. Maybe we switch that out with a lighter color. So then we go... Oh, it's because the gradient noise is so high. That's why it's... That's kind of what's happening there. Okay, but the gradient here instead of doing this color, grab I don't know, that's the great sample that color and then change it to a brighter. Okay, so we do a brighter blue instead? What's that look like? That's kind of the idea of something, sort of, maybe. I don't know. Okay, give me like the stripes one. Like the tiger's eye or something? It was called tiger's eye. Malachite or Dalmatian stone. Right, give me tiger's eye. Can I figure out stripes? Is there not another name for it? Is it literally just called tiger's eye? Chantoyant. Okay. I've never been into crystals. That's the funny thing. So maybe that's a sign that maybe I shouldn't do. I don't know. I think it just is a neat idea to do. Well, it's as much as I've never been into crystals, I've also been around them, going to so many different visitor centers for however many parks and things that they always have some kind of gemstones. Have yet to put in time learning visual shaders in Gto. Well, that's been the other nice thing about this project, is it has given me, like, I've kind of touched all of the parts of the process of, like, okay, here's 3D modeling, here's shaders, here's like UI work, here's working with a grid, here's procedural stuff. At least as a learning project, this has been very good. Okay, can I rename you? I didn't need it that big. Can I rename this, please? Shaders. So rock shaders actually gonna be Aventurine. This is my attempt at an Aventurine. Yeah, okay, I think my goal is gonna be just the 3 different stones. Folder. Gemstone shaders. And then that's the other thing is oh, okay, I have done coded shaders though, look similar to blenders. Okay. Yeah, shaders I have not messed with much. This is kind of my first real, like, I've done the, like, copy somebody's idea of, and that's kind of where this, like, outline shader's coming from, is, like, I looked up how to do an outline shader, but this is my first time really messing with trying to get it to look like something. Okay, so do I want to create a shader graph? Because does this come with boilerplate things? Okay, what was the Kanto yet? We're gonna get really into gemstones. Just like after starting to watch One Piece, I'm like, uh-oh, am I gonna get really into One Piece? Is this the time that I get really into One Piece? Yes? Yeah, open the new shader when you... Yeah, we're 2 episodes away from finishing the first season of the live-action One Piece, of which I still kind of want to watch the anime, but I know there's like an absolute butt ton. Oh, okay, use ChatGPT to solve some scripting. Yeah, I don't know, I was a little disappointed with Claude. I was a little disappointed with some of the, like, AI coding tools, so that's why I haven't messed with it too much. Okay, so how do I do stripes? Is that a thing? Because I know there is like a checkerboard. There is no stripes. Okay. Might take a basic color. Well, I definitely want the gradients, so that's a thing. So I can add that. Sample gradient or a gradient noise, or... Yeah. Oh wait, that's just a color gradient. What was I using on this Aventurine's shader? Sample gradient. No, that makes more sense. Shaders feels like a thing I could really get into. Sample gradient. Which I know is what happened with Balatro. Just got really into shaders. Do not start liking One Piece. Still want me to stream and never finish One Piece because there's an infinite amount of episodes. I got through all of The Simpsons. So I survived all of The Simpsons. There will be 2 new ones, but like I said, I'm most of the way through the first season of One Piece. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, as much as I haven't been streaming, it's because I've been watching shows with my girlfriend. It's really where it's been at. Shader code, which runs independently from the rest of the script, is pretty decent. It's not too many cooks in the kitchen with ChatGPT. It's just you and your tool, and it's great because it explains what it's doing while it provides it. No, and I've heard ChatGPT is fairly good, but I know OpenAI is in like all sorts of controversies and stuff, and the reason I was focused on Claude was because they at least had the marketing point of like trying to be a safer AI. I don't think that's actually true at all, but they at least pretend like it is. So that counts for something. OpenAI ditched the open part like pretty quickly. Which is, I know, why Elon Musk is pissed, because it's like, wait, you're supposed to be open! And you didn't want to do it how I wanted to do it, so... Yeah, that is the funny thing about the lawsuit. It's really just Elon Musk saying, you guys cut me out! It's not the fact that it was used to be open and now it's not open, it's just... But I didn't get to make all the money! Because Elon Musk doesn't have all of the money. He's got a large chunk of the money. He's got the biggest percentage of the money, but he does not in fact have all of the money. Which I think is the goal, is to have all of the money. Okay, what is the darkest part of the Chantoyant? Chantoyant is so much cooler than Tiger's Eye to me. Okay, so give me like a dark brown and like a light brown. Or light, or like golden color, I guess. Oh, there wasn't a good way to copy paste it into here, was there? This doesn't let you pick it off of like a web page or something, right? No, because I have to have Unity open in the way I have. Nope, okay. Just, where is the part where I can just paste in a... Okay, again, this is where I just say fuck it and just pick a color. It's like a nice rich brown. And then I think I want it to be like a yellow on the other end. And definitely as saturated as possible because I am dumb and there are no other gradients. Only use the freeze versions, but from my experience, Claude does less completely stupid stuff than ChatGPT. Well, I know they're all working on making all of them do less stupid stuff, but yeah, just eyeball it. It's because I keep, like, I have an ability to pull the color off of the web page pretty easy with the color picker. I wish I could just paste it in here, nice and easy, but. Both of them are better than a model run locally, but that's not surprising considering you actually don't have a data center in your room. Well, and where I'm at in Virginia, I think they're trying to make it kind of the data center capital. Which I know there's also been a lot of pushback on that too. I don't know, AI is one of those weird things where it's like it's doing a lot of really interesting stuff, but none of that is like making a ton of money. None of it's like world changing just yet. But I do think it's one of those weird things if like it very much could be at some point. It's just not yet. Okay, so now how does I do stripes? So I think I probably want like some noise or something. It's just some simple noise to give me kind of something to go off of for some sampling points. Now can I just basically can I get the one column of points? Is the question. Too many tools spoil the cook. Interesting. Although that's immediately making me want to go to too many cooks, spoil the broth. Too many cooks, too many cooks. And now let's instantly age myself with how old is that? Yeah, the Adult Swim song. How old is Too Many Cooks? It's gotta be over a decade, right? This was like a college thing, so just over a decade, maybe? 11 years ago. Hey! I guessed correctly. Yeah, see, I have no clue any of the shows that they are paying homage to. Homage. I don't. That's one of those words that I just don't know. Just like ornery versus ornery. I was like, I know the word is ornery, but my grandma always called it ornery, so. Okay, we're not gonna listen to all of Too Many Cooks. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks. Reading an article on how, mathematically speaking, at least AI has been able to discover on an unprecedented level. Oh, and I never did do more of that, like, whatever that AI testing tool thing was. Because there was, like, a whole series of games that are like, oh, a person can figure this out fairly easy, but no AI has even made a dent in it. Where it's like, yeah, okay. It's just because AI is, like, just a sampling of noise, basically. All those LLMs are really just like, here's this one, like, just a somewhat random solution. Which is really... It's one of those weird things, because I feel like if they can kind of rein it in, if they could figure out that whole world model thing, that's going to be insane. Or maybe it's all just hype. No, I feel, because that's the thing. I think the whole point of like where we've been headed is like artificial intelligence is supposed to be the whole shebang. Like eventually it's gonna reach the point of like overtaking people. That's the point, at least. Because I've heard a lot of people say, like, oh, it's just a tool and it's going to stay a tool. But I'm like, I don't think that's the case. Because I think that's not the goal. I think the goal is to be greater than people, so. It applied itself to categories in math which scope hadn't been brought in by human alone. What is that exactly? Applied itself to categories of math, which scope hadn't been brought in by human alone. Well, the one, like, I'd love to see the theory of everything, or whatever it is. It's like, I feel like it's a problem that we've been stuck on for a while. It's like, okay, we've sort of figured out some quantum stuff. We've sort of figured out some theory of gravity and relativity and stuff, and how you put those together. If AI can help us figure out that, that'd be cool. Oh, it's because too many cooks. 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 Happy birthday. Wait a second. You've been here the whole time and didn't mention a birthday? As in you don't want a happy birthday? But happy birthday anyway. Okay, so now the question is... Actually, let's scale this down, like, a lot. Okay, so now... Can I stripe it? That's the question. 50 episode birthday? Okay. I mean, yeah, definitely happy 50th episode. That is a big milestone here. Oh boy. It's only 2:30. How do I get a stripe? Absolute. Let's just start slapping things together. I'm gonna slap this into that and slap that into that. Is it doing anything? No. Okay, because what I want is stripes. And I'm like, I feel like noise is a good place to start for getting like the column. So if I could just get that set of pixels that is there. If I could just get one... Can I just remove one of the... Because it's got an X and a Y. Can I just remove the... Oh boy. Transform? Okay, we put this into the simple noise. You go into the simple noise. And then you come out there. That seems to have killed it entirely. That seems to be the brightest color there. Have to take a call, BRB. Well, good luck with your call. Thank you for at least attempting to come back. Not that it's super necessary, because, again, I don't tend to do the most interesting things. because I like dumb, boring nonsense, I guess. I know not how to do this. Okay, that's not... How does I make it a stripe? Okay, that's part of a terrain. Speed tree. Utility. Yeah, because then I go watch a shader video and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And then here I am trying to do it myself. Halftone? Wait a second. That sounds... Ooh. Can I get rid of part of this? That looks like it could almost be stripes. That seems like it could be very specific stripes. Can we put this into there? Need? Okay, I don't need you to animate. Okay, maybe not UV halftone. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having fun though. And am I learning? Kind of. What's a sticky node? Flow samples, sample flip book particles. Ooh, blend. Ooh, wait a second. Blend. Okay, blend. So if I do a 1, what does that do? I do a 0. I do a 0. Okay, it was a 1. Why do you not seem to be doing anything? Oh my goodness, what the heck? Burn. What does this mean? Hard light. Linear burn. I don't know what any of these are. Overlay. Also, you had something when I put it in originally, and now you've decided to not do that? I have no clue what I'm doing. And it shows. How do I make stripes? Maybe I watch a shader tutorial. I feel like I watched one at some point and it was cool and... Yeah, the basics of shader graph, basics of shader graph. You can do all this really cool stuff and it's like, I just want stripes. Yeah, it's where you can animate the vertexes of the object with a shader. Yeah, and then do crazy dissolve effects and stuff. Oh, this is just position. Yeah, it's because I don't want strict. It's like because I want the. Oh, that. Okay, so that shader graph thing is unknown, but this is here. Yeah, okay, and then this is going to tell you here's all the stuff you can do with it, and it's... Yep, okay, and there's... you could do all sorts of cool stuff with it, and I don't know how. Decal edge, utility color space, inputs 2D, geometry, position. What does that do? Did that smooth this whole thing? Wait, so can I do that for the other one? Is that a thing? Or no? Yeah, okay, because the goal is stripes, so... Okay, yeah, this was like turtle okay, we're gonna just say nah on y'all. I don't need this color, whatever this color is. Okay, so this is my attempt at this gemstone. Okay, so... the question was, if I put in a position at the beginning, does that sort of... because for the other one, it seemed to get rid of the line. Nah, the line's still there, but... okay, so what does that look like? No, it's not going to smooth it out entirely. But, I don't know. We're just playing around. Oh no! I figured out how to do the stripes on the wrong one. This is not where I wanted the stripes. But I figured out how to do the stripes accidentally. Okay. Neat. Okay, well then we'll do that for the other one then. So I am putting a position in here. But maybe I need to up the scale a lot more. Okay, because I'm doing a gradient noise into a gradient noise into a sample gradient. And then here, I'm doing a position into... okay, this was... yeah, but this, yeah, this is very large noise, right? Not very large, but because it starts at 500 is what it's defaulted to. Oh, wait, how did it... no, deterministic. The scale, the UV. How and why did you do that? Dagnabbit. You did it. Why did one of them do it the way I thought it would, and then this one is not doing it the way that it... Because I did just hit position. God balls. Yeah, and it's just basic world position. And then this is striping it out. But if I... Okay. Go back over to here. I guess the main preview for the other one did not look like it was doing anything either. This is the material, just the runestone. Dadgummit. Also, what do you... Oh! Okay, because I have a runestone material. Oh, well then let's do a set of gemstone materials. That would make sense. That would make the most sense. Okay, so... Gemstone. Or rather, gemstones. That are not righteous. Never seen the show. Don't know what it is. Wait, didn't I have... Yeah, this. Where the heck is this, then? Don't tell me it's, like, here. Okay, well, where is it? Are there shaders? Gemstone shaders? No, that's just the shaders. That's fine. The materials. Okay, technically I don't need a runestone shader anymore because I'm doing... create a material, and this is going to be Chanto Yant. How do you spell that again? Didn't I have one of these things pulled up as an image? Oh, ram it. How does this happen? Oh, chat, not N. There's no N. Chatoyant. You goof. Chatoyant. If that's even anywhere near how you pronounce it. And that, again, like I said, is why I have no faith in myself, because every single time I double check myself, I'm wrong. Okay, Aventurine or something. So why don't we just copy paste and regret it later when I copy pasted yet another thing that needed to be changed instead of just copy pasted. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. just all sorts of The Incredibles quotes. That's just how me brain works at this point. Okay, so there should be a list of okay, so I guess under like descriptions or something. It's a list of materials. Sure. Okay, and then wherever I'm setting the description is also going to be where I set the material, the mesh renderer. Okay, and I do have a mesh renderer dot material. It's going to be the materials at selected upgrade. Okay, 3 materials. Oh, it's because I was switching out the colors, right? How was I switching out the colors? Oh, for the color palette. Color equals the color palette gets color selected. So instead of doing the color, we're switching out the material from the list of 3 materials, which should be the, for now, materials that are not finished, but at least. Oh, assets, materials, gemstones, shaders, gemstone shaders, shader graph. I don't know, the material, right? I could just pick the shader graph. Oh, I guess I don't need to make a material out of it. I can just pick up the... I kind of want to make it a material. I don't know that that matters at all, but... Okay, do I want to... Yeah, so that's the other question, is do I want to... make another material? Do I want to pick another stone and try to make another gemstone? Like this malachite or this Dalmatian stone? Or this serpentine? Just the red goldstone, which is going to be labradorite or ruby fuchsite or rhodonite. I'm thinking the Dalmatian stone, whatever that one's called. Wow, that is very much Dalmatian-y. Okay, so what's it called? Also called Dalmatian Jasper. Jasper, goodness. Dalamantite. I just want the single word, not the colloquial name. Is that gonna give me dogs? That's gonna give me... That's gonna give me Wolverine and... What? How is that related? Okay, see, that's where I was kind of questioning like that. I don't think that's what that is. Dalmatian? Dalmatian? Oh my goodness, I'm just not here right now. Is it really called Dalmatian stone? Okay, well, we're gonna call it this and be wrong, and that's fine. Okay, shaders, gemstone shaders, create a new lit shader. No, shader graph, URP lit god balls. Shader graph, URP, lit. I'm sorry I can't scroll over correctly. Ay, ay, ay. Dalmatianite? That is... Instead of Dalmantine? Okay, Dalmatianite. Which, wow, is it very much the same, similar spotting pattern. Okay. Not that it matters much, but... I do feel like this is a good way to do, like, a shader graph test of, like... Let's try learning different shaders by making gemstones. Like, that feels like it maps fairly well. Okay, definitely... maybe like Voronoi noise, maybe? Or just some noise. We'll try some Voronoi. Yeah. Okay, and then like floor or something? I feel. That's my guess. I have no clue what I'm doing. And I got rid of my other answer where I tried that. That's the actual name? You were just goofing with me? I don't know if that's the actual name, but it came up. Oh. This is all that came up, though. So... It might just be Dalmatian... Yeah, okay, Dalmatian crystal, Dalmatian stone. It might just be Dalmatian. How about that? Oh, it's just a type of jasper. Oh. Okay, well... That's, Okay, well, the Dalmatian is fine. The names don't need to be exact. It's just because these had cool names. And the fact that it's just Jasper that looks like a Dalmatian. Wow, that shade of blue looks like it's a... not intentional. That looks like something hasn't loaded in Unity. That's what that looks like. I'm realizing that might be a mistake. Yeah, it looks like that color. Okay, wait, so we throw this into a gradient as well. Again, because it's the only thing I know. Okay, now we pick some colors. As in, we don't pick some colors because it doesn't let me do that easily. You dumb. Okay, so just kind of a yellowy white. And then black. Okay, I lied. You're supposed to be black. And then you're supposed to be that more yellowy white. Okay, something like that. And then... Now, how do I math this out? Floor doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, so it's probably a math function to maybe normalize it. Well, that normalized it. That got rid of anything interesting about it. Okay. Not what I meant. I've done this before. I messed with the Voronoi noise to do some kind of math. Advanced math? Maybe basic math. Oh, just bring the two colors to closer together in the ramp. That'll give me more black, right? Oh. Yeah, I kind of want the cleaner spots, though, is the problem. Okay, so that helps. That definitely helps. I know the black a bit closer to the right. Oh. They're not as blobby. So then that's a question of like this. Okay, well now can I add a layer of noise on top of it? Man, I thought this would be harder. I guess I'm glad it's easy. I guess I'm glad it's not that bad. But still, I was hoping to have a challenge, and apparently that's really all you need to do to get sort of a Dalmatian look. Okay, but now how about like a layer of simple noise that we multiply? May or may not have the desired effect. Okay, I lied. So maybe the other way around? You first? So you go into that, you go into this. How do I make the little wibble wobbles on the... You're not going into anything. Oh, okay, did the... Okay, that doesn't go... You don't go into anything. Okay, how do I... The cells? Okay, how about just a simple noise on the cells? No, that really had the opposite effect. Excuse me, I got rid of the thing in between. Did you change the gradient or something? I got rid of the thing in between. I think this is... Oh, count... Nah, I don't think I actually have this as a material yet. So now I goof that up. Man, it was looking right. No, it's guaranteed that that's it now. Okay, get rid of this. And then, oh, the cells. I was putting the cells in instead of the output. Okay. How do I make them wibbly wobbly? That's the question. Because, I mean, this kind of looks like it. It kind of works, but if I could get them wibbly wobbly like that, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, but like gradient noise, I think was a bit too... Ooh. Well, that's how you do, like, malachite or something. Okay, feed the Voronoi noise into the gradient noise. Or the UV there. Well, okay, good to know. What if I feed this into this instead? Okay, get rid of the... Okay, what happens if I feed the gradient noise into the UV for the mono noise? Okay, well now let's just do the simple noise. Okay, gradient noise is okay. So... Well, yeah, because now I've kind of figured out, like, malachite there, too. I think that's what it was. Okay, maybe like this. Uh, 100. Okay, or maybe we do some math on you. What's the math I want? Clamp? Maybe? Ooh, wait. Oh, wait. Ooh. And then we put this into the Vorno noise? With the clamped? It's cool. I just want to wibbly wobble everything by a little bit. Well, dang it, because now I'm getting close to, like... I'm getting the other ones going. Where I'm like, oh, if I wanted the holes on this pyrite, I kind of have the holes on the pyrite going. Like I said, I was kind of getting the malachite going there, too. Hey, I was just thinking about doing a break. Okay, well, do I just call this the... Oh, wait. Let's do it as a material. That's not how you spell it. A-N. Automation? Oh, no, not this. EU. Okay, so now under the runestone, you're also going to have this automation. Okay, 3-minute ad break starting. Oh my goodness. Let's hit go, and let's do a whole series of rinstones. Let's do like 5 rinstones or so. Because it keeps doing pear, and pear is that bright blue that I'm like, wait a second, that looks like it's just not loaded right. Oh, and I still need to figure out the stripes. Oh, I started to figure out the stripes. Okay. I'm gonna go take the ad break. I will be back. I didn't have it set to just spit out pear as the thing, right? It just happens to be doing a bunch of them. Oh, it is striped. That's an artifact of the thing not positioning correctly. Not that it's actually striped. So funny that it's kind of what I want, but also like I didn't actually. Yeah, okay, that makes the text a lot harder to read, but you're not supposed to read the text, you're supposed to read the... Oh, some kind of sidewalk shader. Be good too. Which might just be... just like a very is this also a stripe that I might want? Oh, this is pictures of sidewalks. How about a texture? Like if I just go outside and take a picture of the sidewalk? I was gonna say this. Maybe if I just multiply some noise together? More shaders. So not a gemstone shader. I could put it under that. Nah. Okay, noise. Just some simple noise. And do like noise. So if I do some noise on noise, what? Give me what I want? Kinda. We just do a gradient of gray to like a bright gray to a dark gray. That looks very bright. Did I? Okay, I guess I did a very bright white. And then we make this a little darker. Yeah, from far away, that's definitely looking like a sidewalk. Close up, that's looking a lot more like noise, but... Oh, I didn't... You're the wrong one there. Okay, so now I made it too dark because I had the wrong thing in the thing. I like that though. So let's brighten this up then. Well, no, let's brighten this up and then brighten this up. No, I lied. Let's... Now, could I look at an actual sidewalk? It's like I could try to sample a point or something, but then it's not really gonna... Okay, is this even gonna be noticeable? The answer is, well, as long as it's felt, that's the real thing. I am setting the color to that gray. Although it looks very bright in the game, though. Okay, I don't need this world bending shader. I haven't used this in a while. Okay, yeah, I don't need all of these shaders open. We can keep the ones open that I had open. Okay, is this even noticeable? Is this even felt at all? Because I do want it to be noticeable when it's zoomed out. Maybe we make it a little darker or something? It doesn't have a color property? What is this? Oh, okay, so I do need a material. Not just a shader. This is definitely a quiet day, and then I'm at the point where I don't know if a quiet day is because nobody's here or because nobody's talking. Which could be either or. The red cube. Set a sidewalk shader graph, the sidewalk. That'll give me a material to actually change the color on. Oh, not technically because jam. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I made that brighter. That's still the same problem. Material sidewalk instance does not have... Did I change out the wrong thing? This is the thing that I was messing with. Oh, I do need to change the color on this, though, and if I can't change the color on this, that's a problem. Because I do want to paint it a different color. So what's the issue? Material sidewalk. The shader graph does not have a color property color. What? It doesn't default to having a color property? No, okay. Put it into the noise? Put it into the gradient? That might ruin my gradient though, right? No, you can't put it into the gradient. Can you put it into anything else? Okay, I lied. I don't want you to ruin the color. Well, here's a color property. So now if that color doesn't get changed, does this still mean that this is fine? Oh, I did. Okay. It has a color property now. The color property is not getting changed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix the shaders on these if I allow it to be zoomed in this far. I gotta fix the shaders on these, which I don't know how to fix the models to fix the shaders. Man, it's funny that he gave me the thing that I wanted because this is modeled wrong, not because it actually is correct. Okay, and then there's the pipe. The model for you is spawn pipe. Spawn pipe. I don't know what I want that pipe to look like necessarily. Okay, but it's all getting piped through the spawn pipe. I do like the idea of making it kind of PVC pipe-esque. Yeah, I think there was a hydrate that I missed. Yeah, I'm definitely behind on my hydration a bit. Okay. Is this making the game look any better? I don't know. Well, some of it is the... Well, the runestems were never looking good. Now they look slightly more intentional. I'm surprised the noise comes out the same every time. I guess I could have that time related or something. Okay, and then do I want to turn them into constellations? Oh, the brick is the other thing I need to change. So do I want to try tackling a brick shader? If we are on shader mode. Also, the fact that I'm getting a lot of this done all at once is kind of fantastic to me. Bit said that this 10-day jam has a higher production value than some of your non-jam games. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes it depends on, like, how... Oh. It depends on what you're focusing on and then how well the jam game comes out, too. Because there's definitely been some that are, like, I focused on the visuals and didn't get nearly as well as the, like, oh... The idea for this game was just better, so the game came out better and looks better because of it and stuff, too. Yeah, if I had to pick, like, my prettiest game... Yeah, this one I've definitely worked on a while for the visuals, and I still think it's kind of... Well, does this do... Does this checkerboard out its grid? It does. This very much does a checkerboard grid. Which I am not doing. Yeah, but this is a little more action-based. Oh, yeah, Grindstone also does variable tiles. Oh, this doesn't even have tiles. But I know there's other levels. Oh, this also does not have any tiles. This does a little more. Background for this has a tiled a little more. I know there's like jungle levels, yeah, like this, where it's like, okay, this is a little more like specific tiling. Yeah, like this has a little bit more like specific tiling. Okay, but like I said, did I want to mess with the brick shader? Sure, we're doing all sorts of shaders today. But this, I think I want it to be unlit because it's a background thing. I don't know. Shader graph, URP. Let's do an unlit shader graph. See how that explodes things. And I can change it if I need to. Okay, so this is a background shader graph. I think is where I have the scrolling polka dots. Oh, actually, wait a second. Can I just modify a checkerboard? Yeah, because it just has a checkerboard. So can I just kind of stretch chunks of the checkerboard? Oh, this is what I wanted anyway. Saving a lot of time with the Unreal plugin I bought. Adds better modeling and texturing tools to Unreal, so I don't have to switch between Unreal Blender to make the level geometry. I'm surprised Unreal was making you use Blender anyway. Because I thought Unity even has some like baseline like modeling leveling tools. Unless I am thinking of something like Pro Builder, which is a which is not that. can I just... Oh, this is multiplying the color, not the... Oh, wait. I can just change the frequency. Well, what I want to change is the size of this. I think, kind of, sort of, maybe. What, 0 times 2? They're basic blockout tools in Unreal, but they are just blockout tools and nothing more. Textures usually break when you use them as is. Okay, because I'm thinking of like the Polycube game that I played that had the like default Unreal textures, but I'm like, oh, that looks very well. It's because of because I know what the default Unreal textures look like. I didn't even think. I really just needed to go to itch.io. Was it Construct? Yeah, okay, so there is only a few Polycube games. But yeah, Construct is the one that is like default Unreal texture. So that's why I figured there were some like blockout tools to do this kind of thing. And they always be tweeting. But I think that's how you're supposed to use tweeters. Always be tweeting. Okay. The plugin is still in early development, only available through the Patreon, but works surprisingly well, and the only bugs I've had were visual bugs during editing. Nothing that stayed. Yeah, Polycube has such great movement to their games, and they always look so smooth, a lot of juice. Yeah, I was surprised. I'm like, wait a second, there's only 3 Polycube games, but they all feel really good, even if visually it's like, oh, that's just default Unreal texture. Okay, this is changing the frequency of parts of the checkerboard. Yeah, because that's the question is... Or can you space out the different parts of the checkerboard? Because I'm also thinking I might be able to apply like a layer of noise or something on top of everything to change the break. And it looks like there was another Polycube game starting there. Okay, this is another one of those. Let's just throw some noise at it. Just to see what happens. If there's some gradient noise in here. Neat. Okay, no, but this is more of a math question of... How do you make the... Speaking of math questions, the jam game will be a math puzzle game? Whether it is a math puzzle game? Nice. I don't know exactly what that means, but I guess if you're doing like computer wiring, essentially, wiring a computer, I can see that. I could definitely see that being math based, for sure. Okay, so there's a brick shader graph. If I look at this background shader graph, how did we do the polka dots again? Well, that looks crazy when you zoom in like that. Where was the like checkerboard and stuff? Like, why does this look? Yeah, okay, so this was all tiling and offset to do the speed of the thing. I think you're just not previewing this correctly, right? Where was the checkerboard? Here. This is where the checkerboard is getting added. Because I feel like I could kind of do the same thing, where I'm like, okay, I just need this and this to be bricks, and then this and this to not show up as anything. I don't know how to make this and this wide enough to be like bricks or not, but... Okay, also, do I want to mess with more? I think I am getting a little fried on shader stuff. Do I want to do a build? Yeah, because the other two big tasks are... you. Rock shader I've gotten done. I've gotten some kind of rock shader. Yeah, constellation icons. A guideline I've gotten done. A lot of these are like, I've gotten a version done. It's gonna need some updated look to it, but... Yeah, because there's part of me that wants to do a bunch of spline followers and then space them out. Because I'm like, that seems... I'm pretty sure that is what Grindstone is doing. Like, watching the game, I'm like, yeah, the way the arrows are moving, they look like they're just following a line. Not that it's a texture. So then it's just a matter of spacing them along the spline, which I don't know exactly how to do. But the stuff is working for now, so... I guess I could do builds. Because that'll... Okay, yeah, sure, we'll do a build. And that'll give me a sense of, like, what does the game look like full screened? Like, does it visually look good or not? What is the web version here? This is very out of date, right? Maybe I'll just do builds across the board. Got 20 minutes before I kill the stream, so we do a Windows build, we do a web build. Yeah, okay, this is very clear for what the buttons look like. Oh, and this still has this, so this is still, you know, even more zoomed in. Oh, this still has a ball, even. This isn't even the slimes. Yeah, okay, this has the old UI and everything. Dang, dude. Yeah, okay, maybe we update the web version. Yeah, and then I can update the phone version and try playing the phone version. Okay, let's run this and test it and make sure that this is... Oh, I need to update that icon too. That's so bright. What? How did that get multiplied like that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? It's just simple noise and simple noise. It's not... Oh, did I hit save? Okay, well, this is why we're testing with the Windows version first, because it takes the least amount of time to... Why did you update that fast? I'm a little afraid that you didn't actually build. Why is this like this? It seems so weird. Oh, and it's still doing a bunch of... Okay. That was the other thing I wanted to test. Just like, wait a second, is this... Reset back to... It's not. Okay, I have simple noise into simple noise into this. Just not look. Like what it says it looks like. Right? So if I just hit play in Unity? Okay, no. When you zoom it in enough, that's looking weird and blobby. So multiplying two noises together is how you get gradient noise? Interesting. Do I want to mess with it? Not really, no. Oh, but I still need to make a build because I did a change. Yeah, now that I'm getting the still need to make them look like constellations or like worry stones, and then it's like, well, is that gonna even look good? Yeah, the bumpers are also obnoxiously bright white as well. Maybe I change the pipe color to actually be like some kind of color or something too. I don't know. I definitely don't know a lot. Whatever, I don't need to score that well. Okay, and I kind of need to turn off the line once the... That is one thing I need to fix. See, and then there's like too many things where I say, I need to fix that, I need to fix that, and that's why I don't want to do a wet build, that's why I don't want to do a build. Okay, yeah, I'm slowing down on thoughts, and it's 4 o'clock, and ain't nobody here, because the one person who does tend to show up is jamming. Okay, or I lied, 3 people are here, which one of them might be me, but... Okay, I want to go for a walk. I want to go eat some food. I want to go chill and then... Some Unreal, some... Limited edition new flavor to savor? A board prototype? Interesting. Oh, this looks very French.
I guess we're
Oh, I've seen this before.
We talked a bit about like how some systems can be used in like a variety of ways, and like we proxy in some chivos for like a sense of progress, not a funnel, because it's a web of different things in a lot of cases. We have a little bit of a funnel through chivos early on, but the rest.
Applebee's, all you can eat for just $15.99.
No, I'm good on Applebee's and ad.
Need to spend a little more to have more.
Okay, and Phil XT Dev is already here.
Applebee's, all you can eat for just $15.99.
Oh, I've seen some cool stuff here. We'll see if there's cool stuff happening now. Thanks for the ads. This is why I don't do ads immediately, because it just...
I'm just glad people want to be here at all, man. I don't care if you.
Yeah, okay, well, let's go over here. I know there's always cool stuff. Well,
It's gonna be
The couple days I've been here, there's cool stuff.
Sentiment very much. Okay, so it's sending the message. Is the timer update simply not working?
What do I think I'm doing? I'm raiding out. Right as you got here. Right as you came back. I'm raiding out. That's what I'm doing.
Those little bags of carrots and the entire grade funneled them towards me and two of my friends. We ate a lot.
Because
of
I'm
carrots.
hungry
That's
and I want to go
awesome.
for a walk,
So cool.
and I got other stuff to do today. So okay, I may or may not be back tomorrow. I don't know. Well, no, I should be back in the middle of the day. Yeah, because that's when I've been streaming. So yeah, should be back tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, definitely not around this weekend because I'll be busy this weekend. But goodbye, good night, good luck. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. Bye.
Let's see, let me keep up with